What's up?
We give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakakadash, and our honest apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth in what? In sincerity. We living in the times of, we headed into the time of Star Wars technology, Return of the Jedi technology, even Maladorian technology. They got this technology where they're going to replace human being for artificial robotic intelligence, man, right? Or should I say artificial intelligence, which is AI, right? We using AI today in some type of form or another, maybe through the phones, even in our cars, like the newer cars that have AI technology, right? But it's going to be a time where robotics, like Bicentennial Man, right? iRobot, they're going to start administering that, right? And you're going to start seeing them with your eyes. They're already doing it like in different countries. Ultron, right? Yeah, that's good. Good example. How Ultron was trying to take over the world, right?
Yeah, he's trying to destroy it. Rebuild another.
And Ultron represent the elites, right? So if they're going to have robotics in work fields, right, or driving in the cars and so on, why do they need these jakes, right? So that make you what? Expendable, right? So
I was going to say, if they for these jobs where there's a lot of safety hazards like construction, commercial electrician work, you have to use a lot of equipment that could get you killed at any second. So you have to be really safe with it. But if they're able to use robots, then they won't have to worry about safety hazards. Because if a robot gets hurt in the line of work or gets destroyed, they could easily replace the robot with another. So that's going to benefit them in the long run, and that's how they think of it.
That's right. And these niggas don't know what the hell is going on. These niggas lost in the sauce, man. These niggas lost in the sauce. Give me 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, starting at verse 1. These niggas lost in the sauce. They don't know what the hell is going on. They have an intuition like something ain't right, but they ain't doing no research. They're not checking things out. You know what I'm saying? They think it's going to keep going on and on and on. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night.
Matter of fact, give me that in the NIV. Give me that in NIV. All right? Give me that in NIV. Or the NLT. All right? So we're going to bring the scripture, and we're going to amplify this scripture so you can have a more understanding of it. And I want to read something here when he finished with this. I'm going to read something out of here from the dictatorship, the last dictator from Dwight L. Kinsman. Then I'm going to give it the mic.
Yeah, this book, this World's Last Dictators, was wrote years ago, probably 2 decades ago?
Yeah.
Maybe even more than that. It just shows you how they already knew what was ahead.
Yeah.
1 Thessalonians 5 in the NIV. Now,
and just like Terminator 1, right?
Oh, perfect.
With Skynet was trying to take over the planet.
That's perfect.
Right? Robotic. Right? We're like, damn, where the hell did you get this idea from? Like, yo, we was fascinated with Terminator 1, 2, and 3. Right? With Terminator 1, he wasn't even in existence. Right? He wasn't even existing when Terminator 1 came out. We were blown away back then. Just imagine that. We watching Terminator 1 back then, like, oh shit. Then Terminator 2 came out with that white boy when he could change his arm into a sword.
Yeah.
When he could,
liquid metal.
Right? I don't know, you was born around that time.
Judgment Day? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
After you came with 3, right? Terminator 3.
I was definitely around for 3.
For 3, yeah. Yeah. I think Judgment Day came out in 92, I believe. 92?
1991. I wasn't here yet.
1981. See?
Yeah.
Wow, he wasn't even around.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm sure you saw all of them though.
Yeah.
Right?
I saw it,
Yeah, so we was amazed. We were flabbergasted when it came out. Yo, where did you get these ideas from? But now, look, it's coming to fruition.
Yeah. First
Oh shit, Universal Soldier with Van Damme and Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Universal Soldier was a badass movie. You know, they should remake it, but that was a badass movie.
Artificial intelligence would definitely benefit them in the military. They have robot soldiers. You know, that definitely will supposedly keep America safe.
Yeah, because it goes back to that transhumanism, right? It goes back to that transhumanism where they incorporate human with what? Robotic or technology, cyborg type thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Now, brothers and sisters, about times and dates we do not need to write to you. For you know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night.
It's going to come like a thief in the night. Go ahead.
While people are saying peace and safety.
Well, these niggas are saying peace and safety. The whole world saying peace and safety. Go ahead.
Destruction will come on them suddenly.
They say what?
Destruction will come on them suddenly.
They said destruction will come on them suddenly. That's going to come like this. Suddenly. Go ahead.
As labor pains on a pregnant woman. And they will not escape.
And they will not escape, man. Go ahead.
But you, brothers and sisters, are not in darkness.
Well, we are not in darkness. We're not oblivious to what's going on, right? Right? We have that oil. You know, that oil. Who has the oil? An owl. An owl could see what? His prey at night, where he could just scoop up a little baby rabbit, a rat, right, and devour it late at night when no man can see throughout the night. But guess what? That oil, that owl has that special oil where he can see, man. Right? He can see his prey. And they got different animals with that oil also that can see through the night.
Yeah.
Right?
Oil also keeps a lot of mechanics moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need, like your car, you need an oil change. You know, it needs that oil. And so this word is like that oil that keeps us lubricated, keeps us going, it keeps us moving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like a snake could smell through his tongue. That's amazing. How he smells, sniff his prey, and
His tongue.
the carcass through his tongue. Way. You know, he take the taste and the scent, and you know, and he tastes it. It's like, yo, my prey is right there. That's amazing how Yahweh Shem try to create these animals, right? It's amazing.
A lot of animals, it's like they can smell the rain probably like hours before the rain even pours down. They already know when it's going to rain.
That's true. That's true.
4.
Now, I think ants know. Ants know.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, they know, right?
They run to their colony.
Yeah. Go ahead. And a human got that too when they got a problem with their bones or whatever, or maybe a bad case of arthritis. They know when it's about to rain. They say, yo, rain is coming. My bones, I got this feeling in my bones.
I get a headache. Some people get headaches.
Yeah. Go ahead.
4. But you brothers and sisters are not in darkness, so that this day should surprise you like a thief.
Yes, it's not going to surprise us like a thief. You know, we're being aware of the current event. That's why Yahweh Shem Yeshua said, watch it as well as pray, right? You watch it. You know, we that prophet, we the overseers. You know, we're supposed to be attentive to the news, right? It's like, wow, you're supposed to be attentive to the stocks. You're supposed to be attentive to the money market. Attentive to the what's that international news. You're supposed to be attentive. You're supposed to be watching and reading these things, man. Right? But these niggas don't. These niggas carry on. Yo, what we gonna do for 4th of July? Yo, what we gonna do for Thanksgiving? What we gonna do for such and such birthday? That's what these niggas is worrying about, man. These niggas ain't worrying about checking out current events, man. These niggas don't even check the local news.
I mean, AI alone should be, that should have people shooken up a little bit. AI is literally, I got an article I want to bring out on about it, but a lot of y'all going to lose y'all jobs with this AI. They're not going to want to hire human beings that they can get an artificial intelligence to do the job 24/7. Because guess what? You don't got to pay a robot. You got to pay for the robot, but you don't got to pay a robot a salary or an hourly wage.
Yeah.
The robot just going to keep going as long as you make sure it's functioning properly.
That's right.
So America got something coming. You want more on this, or you want
yeah,
first?
Okay. This is page 210, and the last dictator, right? Page 210. The Antichrist, the man who will have it all. This man will have it all. He will become the solar man, the master dictator, the chief executive, the president of the earth. Vested in his hand will be all the political power of the entire world. He will be the president of the new world order and one world government, the super world state. All the nations will surrender to sovereignty under the new world order. He will wield full totalitarian power. He will establish the super world bank, a giant federal reserve that will give him power over all banking and monetary system of the world. The Bible reveals he will structure the entire financial system of the earth into a new international economic order, a prehistoric of monetary system of all nations we read about in Revelation 13 as revealed by the Holy Spirit nearly 2,000 years ago. He will be the commander of chief. All the armies are force and naval powers of the entire planet. He will have awesome powers over the world arsenal, a military weaponry, or nuclear warhead under a global umbrella of the Star Wars technology. Wow, Star Wars technology.
And he said umbrella too. Resident Evil had the Umbrella Corporation.
Yes.
Resident Evil.
Yep. And what's the what was supposed to have been AI in Star Wars? What's that? YouTube? Not what's
Oh, you talking about the bots?
Yeah.
R2D2?
Yeah, R2D2
and C3PO.
and CP3O.
Yeah.
That's what? That's really artificial AI.
The droid could think for itself.
Yeah.
Knew how to listen. The only difference, it communicated like a robotic sound, but you know, it had its own intelligence. And there was a lot of droids.
A lot of droids.
Yeah, there was a lot of droids in it that had that.
And he was into Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
You know, he was into that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you saw a lot of AI technology in that
robots
also.
that can think for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It says Star Wars technology, giant particle beam weapons. Wow. And what was Star Wars weapon?
Yeah,
it was beam technology.
Yeah, what did the Death Star? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Darth Vader had the Death Star where this huge beam could take out any planet. Yeah. And they had those the blasters. The blasters that had that laser technology, you know, and they wasn't using bullets, they was using lasers, so yeah.
God. It said under the control and command of one man in Revelation 13:4. It is clearly foretell that the people of the world will cry, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him. Okay?
I got a scripture.
You got it.
Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Yeah, so how the tongue tell upon themselves is through their what? Through their movies. Like, yo, where they get these ideas from? This is what they trying to do. Right? Just like Total Recall. Right? Total Recall was based on the future. How they were trying to get on, how they was on Mars, but they didn't have no air.
Yeah.
So they had to stay like in this big giant bubble.
Yeah.
Right? If they leave that bubble, they will die. Right? They will burst.
Yeah.
Right?
I think the environment wasn't suitable for human. Suitable for human needs.
Yeah, but that's their wishful thinking because they're trying to get to Mars, but that's not going to happen. Most High ain't giving them that technology to reach Mars because it's a thing called the Van Halen belt. You can pull that up for me on your phone, right? That Van Halen belt, if I'm pronouncing it right, it's a circular of radiation covering the Earth where Esau, the so-called white man, can't pass that. They can't pass that. All right?
The Van Allen radiation belts are part of Earth's dynamic magnetic environment known as the magnetosphere.
So they try to pass through that. Guess what? Their technology is going to disintegrate.
Yeah.
their ship is going to disintegrate, man. They can't pass that belt. They can't figure that shit out. Read that part again, son.
It says the Van Allen radiation belts are part of Earth's dynamic magnetic environment known as the magnetosphere. During periods of intense space weather, the density and energy of radiation belt particles can increase and pose a danger to astronauts, spacecraft, and even technologies on the ground. How much radiation? Can we escape the Van Allen belt? No, it is not possible.
What I said?
No, it is not possible.
It's not impossible. Yeah, that's a magnificent power that put a Van Allen belt, because he know that he's going to come with wicked devices.
Yeah.
He knows. He know what he created.
There's more in it too.
The scripture said he's more wiser than Daniel.
Yeah.
So he had to put that radiation belt, that Van Allen belt, right, to protect the other stars and protect other planets that he created.
Yeah. It says the radiation levels in the Van Allen belt are high, about 1,000 times higher than normal space.
Peace.
How they passed that and went to the moon?
Yeah. Possible.
I guess I should bring out Obadiah, and says they try to put their nets on the stars.
Oh, yeah, come.
Obadiah 1 and 4.
Yeah, read on.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
That's right. So when did that happen? That happened in 1969 with Neil Armstrong saying the eagle has landed, and that was all staged in I think Nevada, or was that California?
Yeah.
It was all staged because it was a race between them and Russia who will reach the moon first.
They CGI'd it.
So that's right.
Yeah, computer generated imagery.
That's right.
Yeah, because I mean, it makes sense. They could do it for Hollywood. They could make these movies like Terminator, and even to this day, the CGI holds up with the liquid metal, that robot. It still looks real to this day. So of course they could use that same CGI to fake a moon landing. All they had to do is, shoot a rocket to the sky and make it seem like they went to the moon.
Yeah.
So they got the money, they got the power to do so.
So ever since then, America been falling. Ever since then, the Most High said he gonna bring them down.
Yeah.
Right.
We got another scripture.
No, you said you had an article that you wanted to bring
out. This is from CBS News. It says artificial intelligence (AI) eliminated nearly 4,000 jobs in May.
Wow.
For those who wondering when AI will start replacing human jobs, the answer is it already has. Artificial intelligence contributed to nearly 4,000 job losses last month, according to the data from Challenger, Gray, and Christmas. As interest in the rapidly evolving technology's ability to perform advanced organizational tasks and lighten workloads has intensified. The report released Thursday by the outplacement firm shows that layoff announcements from U.S.-based employers reached more than 80,000 in May, a 20% jump from the prior month and nearly 4 times the level of the same month last year. Of those cuts, AI will be responsible for 3,900, or roughly 5% of all job loss, making it the seventh highest contributor to employment losses in May, cited by the employers. That's it. That was a short article, but 4,000 jobs, man, that's crazy. A lot of people, it's going to be a contribution to a lot of job losses. So for a lot of y'all that's comfortable in the jobs that you're in now, you better fast and pray and hope the Lord is with you, because He could take your job just like that. And it's even more possible now. The economy's bad, so that's one of the contributors to job losses, is the economy. So if they see you as expendable, which they most likely do, they'll cut you away from your job. Or if AI could do the job better than you, which most likely it could, since AI is computer. You know, it thinks of statistics. It doesn't think of emotion. That's why AI. That's why they see AI as better as doing a job than we can. You know, but it's one thing computers don't have. It doesn't have a soul. And even the movies tell you that these robots don't have souls. They're just fabricated. They're what is the word? Procreated simulations of what humans can do. You know?
This is an article, but this has been proved. This is by Elon Musk. And this article is July 19, 2019. And this has been approved as of last week, by the way. But let me read this. It sounds far-fetched with, I'm going to talk in codes, MOTB, implanted in their brains. Human could boost their intelligence with instant access to the internet. With articles like this one, by thinking it rather than typing, wow. So you could think of something and you'd be able to type it out.
And I think I saw an article a while back where they want to create a device instead of like using earplugs or earpods. They'll create a device where the music will go straight to your brain. So that's part of it too.
And communicate with each other without saying a thing. What entrepreneur Elon Musk calls consensual telepathy. Of course, it's not really telepathy. It's radio waves transmitted data from one MOTB to another. It is still futuristic, but it raises important ethical questions as academic researchers and industrial scientists pursue a path that could lead to the merging of human thoughts with artificial intelligence. And that's what we're talking about, movies like Universal Soldier, right? Right? Through the routine use of brain MOTB. This week, Mr. Musk's company, Neuralink, revealed details of how its technology has pushed forward the future. Wow. Right? So I'm going to try to find an article.
I got another article too. I guess after the next week,
yeah. Now, that was written in 2019, right?
Yeah.
Now listen to this. Elon Musk's MOTB firm said it has received approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, to conduct its first test on humans. The article was written in 2019, but guess what? It's been approved in 2023. So this is what we had, and that's why we head into a cashless society, right? When they're gonna put the MOTB in your right hand or your forehead, as the first apostles, starting with Apostle Taha, Gabar, Ricard, and Yamla, they brought this out in 2007, and a lot of people laugh. You got a lot of Hebrew Israelite organizations is opposition to what they saying, but this is what it's true. It's true. It's in Revelation 13, right? So the Neuralink implant company wants to help restore vision, mobility to people by linking brain to computer. That's not their goal. That's not their goal. That goal is really going back to slavery, to monitor every human being.
But they want to do that as well. Because
like the Bionic Man and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, not for us, but the so-called white man.
True.
He wants to be immortal. So when they're getting old and feeble, they want to put their brain inside of a robot.
Facts.
That's what they want to do. What was that movie Transcendence, when he put his
with Johnny Depp?
he put
Transcendence, you said it right.
Yeah, he put his mind in the computer. But they ain't going to do that that's for the rich though. The rich is going to want to do that. Yeah, so they can live forever.
That's right. So the Neuralink hopes to use the MOTB to treat conditions such as paralysis, blindness, and to help certain disabled people under computer and mobile technology. Yeah, maybe for their people, like Nick was saying, but not really for us.
Not for the public.
Right?
They got the cure for cancer, but they don't give that to the public.
The chip, which have which has been tested in monkeys, are designed to interpret signals produced in the brain and relay information to the device via Bluetooth.
And that was also in a movie Up, when he made a translator to know what the dogs were saying. You know, I don't know if you remember that cartoon in Up, but all the dogs, they had this like collar, and whatever they was thinking, the translator would translate it to a human voice.
Wow.
That was in their movies as well.
And what about the Planet of the Apes? When they got smarter and smarter.
Yeah, they got smart. Yeah.
Yup. Experts have cautioned the Neuralink brain implants will require extensive testing to overcome technical and ethical challenges as they are become widely available. Right? Mr. Musk has also previously suggested that the proposed technology could help ease concern about humans being displaced by AI. Yeah, that is your goal. For us to be replaced by AI.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The Neuralink talk of important first step that will one day allow our technology to help many people. Now, that's not your goal. Your goal is not to help people.
Yeah, it's not.
Your goal is to keep track of people, to obey your agenda, right? Your laws, right? To keep track of every Israelite on the planet. It's really like a censorship, and that's why David got punished for having a censorship against the Israelites, and the Most High punished him. And you think the Most High ain't gonna punish you, Esau? Right? Yeah, go ahead.
Revelation.
Hold on, one point.
Oh, okay.
This initial aim was to start planting chips in human brains in 2020, right? But we see that's coming. In order to honor a pledge made the year before, it laid a vow to get started in 2022. It was delayed. The scriptures say, though it tarry, wait for it, it shall surely come.
But like I
Right?
sealed first, so
That's right.
probably still people still coming into the fold before the Lord really lets crap hit the fan, even though it's already happening. But Revelation 12:16. Slakia 12 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devils come down unto you having great wrath, because he know that he had but a short time. So that's
So,
yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's why things are happening like this.
so fast. I heard people told me yesterday, man, these days going fast, man, with the work. It's almost time for me to get out like that. It's going fast.
Yeah.
It's going so fast, man. And the Most High said He's going to speed it up for the elect sale. And that's what's going on.
24.
Right? You said you got an article you want to read?
Yeah.
I got something too.
Okay. This is a quick one. Thousands have been scammed by AI voices mimicking the loved ones in emergencies. AI models designed to closely simulate a person's voice are making it easier for bad actors to mimic loved ones and scam vulnerable people out of thousands of dollars. Quickly evolving in sophistication, some artificial intelligent voice generating software requires just a few sentences of audio to convincingly produce speech that conveys the sound and emotional tone of a speaker's voice. So basically, you can say something like, I want to go to the store, and then artificial intelligence can take that one sentence and can use it to mimic your speech pattern, your entire voice. And there's some people out here that's using this technology to scam people out of thousands of dollars. You know, you probably get a call, and there won't be no one speaking on the call. It'll be a scam call. You say something like hello, they could take that one little hello and use it to mimic your voice. And you might get a call later on, or your family member will get a call from you. They think it's you. And then it'll be you saying, oh, I need a few $100, I'm in trouble, whatever. You know, but that's really not your voice. They're using AI to mimic your voice to get money out of the loved one. So, that's scary, man. For a computer to take your voice and just use it like that.
That's crazy.
You know, I've been seeing some, even though they've been funny, but that's scary as well. Like, I've been seeing some skits, like, this AI is mimicking, like, Barack Obama's voice and Joe Biden, and like making it seem like they're in one room talking to each other, but it's really just computer. Or there was a AI making a Drake song, and it sounds just like Drake. Like if you didn't know it was AI, you would think it's a Drake song you never heard. That's scary.
Yeah, I heard in movies, like in movies, when they interview actors, man, the actors say, you know what? They say co-stars.
Yeah.
Like the stars and the co-stars, sometimes they don't even meet in the same scene. They just splice them together like they really talking to each other.
Yeah, they can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. What about Will Smith movie? When the younger Will Smith was coming against the older Will Smith.
Yeah.
Like that's all computer generated. That's amazing. This devil got some technology for your ass, man.
The sword will be his weapon. I mean, the sword will be his blessing.
Yeah. This is an article I have found. It said the report discusses the upbringing of AI in society and the list of pros and cons of the new upcoming age of technologies in terms of economic and the impact it can have on society. They got a movie, it's called, I think it's Surrogate. Started with Will Smith.
Oh, Surrogate.
Right? Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis, AI was working for him while Bruce Willis was deteriorating at home.
Yeah.
He was in his bed, no exercise or nothing.
Yeah.
He was losing his color, right? Even though he don't have no color, but you know what I mean. He was pale as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? He was getting sick, deteriorated, while his AI was detective doing his work for him. So that's what they trying to do.
Yeah.
That's what these devils are trying to do, man. Right? So it will discuss how all types of businesses can increase their profitability. That's what it's about. Profit.
There it goes.
By using AI machines learning to increase production without fear of human error. Right? Yeah. They don't need lunch breaks.
Yeah.
They don't need cigarette breaks. Right? Oh, I need a 15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Heavy on the cigarette.
You don't got to worry about niggas talking to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sick. I can't make it. Call outs.
Yeah.
And also, like, getting orders wrong. Because with these especially fast food is probably going to be the first line of work that's going to use artificial intelligence.
Shit, the new McDonald's, I think you just go in there and put your order in.
Yeah.
Right?
Like self-checkout kind of.
Yeah, they got computers in there. The new McDonald's got computers in there and shit.
They do. Yeah, Taco Bell has it too. I think this one over here.
Wow.
Yeah. But they're going to be the first ones to start using robots because, you know, I worked at Burger King, and sometimes you get orders wrong, you get a rush. You know, you got to make sure your times are right. You get into the customers out your face. Well, with robots, someone wants 2 Whoppers, okay, 2 Whoppers, boom, make 2 Whoppers. It's going to be just like that.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Right? It said AI and machine learning to increase production without fear of human error. And we'll also discuss how AI can negatively affect society in the terms of job losses and detriment to the world economy and the globalization. In the end, it will conclude that the future of AI is definitely bright and that it's unlikely for research development for AI to stop anytime soon. However, we can only make educated guesses on the topic until then, since the future of AI is highly unpredictable, as right now, we can also conclude that the major development of technology will lead into a new age in tech, and with its positives, it will lead to its own variety of problems to take care of. Just like the past discovery in the visual scientific community, we must be informed on this topic in order to anticipate and watch a new chapter of the history unfold. It's unfolding now.
It is.
It's unfolding now.
And another thing too, they're going to try to use AI to take over transportation. They won't have to hire bus drivers anymore. Tesla already has it now. You could just put the Tesla on autopilot, and that car is going to take you where you want to go. So bus drivers, maybe Uber, Lyft, are gonna start losing their jobs too. I mean, they're gonna start having you gonna be able to call a Uber or Lyft, and the robot's gonna be. I mean, the car's gonna be driving by itself due to AI technology.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And a good movie my dad picked was Junkie. I don't know if you remember the Junkie with the Asian.
Oh man, I love that.
Yeah, that was AI in there too. They was trying to program robots so they can have robots fight their wars for them. Yeah.
That's right.
That's what they're gonna do. Anything else on there? I got something lined up like this.
Who's that?
Yeah.
You're right.
Psalm 14:1. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There's none that do it good. And that fool is Esau. He said there is no God. And through actions, that's what Esau saying. For you to create a technology, a robot that can do what we do, but even better, and do it at such a high rate, that's playing God right there. We already have our own intelligence. The Lord created us with our own intelligence. And our intelligence is ever expanding as long as we live. We can always learn more. With our bodies, we can grow stronger by going to the gym, working out, eating the right foods. But Esau wants to create something out of steel. It's kind of like creating an idol. You can create an idol out of stone and wood and say, yeah, that thing lives. That's what Esau's doing with AI, creating these robots, that's supposed to be like him creating his own people.
So they had a cartoon named Robots.
Oh, yeah.
When the old robots was coming against the old robots were standing against each other. They were standing together because they was being obsolete, right? Because the new robots was coming in.
Yeah.
But those old robots represent Jakes.
Yeah.
Right? Because they was out of the work field. They was out of the work field, man.
Yeah.
So these robots came together, trying to, I forgot, they came against the new robots or something like that?
I think so, yeah. I think there was this...
They went to a different planet, something like that?
They didn't go to a different planet. I think it was just, you had it right. It was this one guy creating new robots to it's been a while since I watched it.
Yeah, so the old robots, they was throwing them in the dumpsters.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they was
throwing them away.
Yeah, dismantling them.
Yeah, so the old robots got upset, like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the old robots represent the Israelites, right? And that's what's going on. That's what happened in these factories like Amazon, right? Under Armour. They're going to get rid of these niggas. They're going to put AI technology in there. So they're going to get rid of them.
Yeah.
That's what that movie's about, right?
Yeah, unloading those trailers. I mean, a lot of that is hard work. So when you have a machinery, like for instance, a forklift could lift heavy pallets that we can't even lift. So imagine when they have robots stocking the shelves or, unloading the trailers, those heavy boxes. Some of the robots they might use for that might not even need to operate a forklift because the robot itself could lift. I mean, they could do so much with this technology, man. They could do so much.
They got technology where they can see through walls. When they start
infrared.
When Esau soldiers started invading these projects, they're gonna have vans and they're gonna have equipment to see. Oh, there's 5 niggas right there. There's 10 niggas right there. Shoot through the wall. Yeah. They showed you that movie with Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? They had those technology where they can see through walls and shit.
Yeah, I played this game. I'm playing this game. I finished it. Batman Arkham Knight. Batman has this technology where you can change his he can change the vision of his goggles and his mask, and he can see through walls and see how much not victims, but crooks he has to fight, or he can see the wires in the wall to see how to break down the system. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. See, that's why you have brought that scripture out earlier.
Their tongues fall upon themselves.
Psalm 64 verse 8. Right. I got a precept. This is Ezekiel 28. Ezekiel 28. Start at 2. So the man say unto the prince of Tyrus, right? Thus says Yahweh power, because thy heart is lifted up. And this is representation of Esau, right? Thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man and not a God. though thou set thy heart as the heart of God, behold, thou art wiser than them. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Therefore, thus says Yahweh power, because thou hast set thy heart as a God, as the heart of God. Behold, therefore, I will bring strangers unto thee, and terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
Yeah.
So who's that strangers? Strangers to Russia, North Korea, right? China. Anyone that has nuclear capability, the Most High is going to come upon the United States. Because you sit as a God. That's why the Most High say He's going to what? He's going to bring you down. Yeah. Give me 2 Corinthians 2:11.
Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. That's his device. AI is a device. You know, MOTB is a device. Even his finance is in the form itself a device. When he put interest rates on us, you know, his weapons, his military might, his military strength.
And the word device there go to the Hebrew word no amah, which means evil purpose. Right? Evil.
Yeah.
Right?
Nothing good out will come out of it. Because like you were saying in an article, they're trying to make it seem like they're trying to push this agenda that this AI and their technology is going to help people. I mean, how is it really going to help people? Like right now, to get a robotic leg, you got to spend thousands of dollars just to get a prosthetic leg, and probably not even the best one. A lot of the poor can't afford that. So how is this AI going to help the general public? How? You know, it has to be for evil purpose. It has to be for your own good. Because even the Constitution, even the rights, it only helps the Edomites. It only helps the masses, those who are on top. It doesn't really help the people that's under, because they could, if they don't like you, they could bend the law and put you in prison if they want. So it's going to be the same thing with AI. It's going to help them, but for us, it's only going to destroy us. They're going to make it seem like it's all peace and safety especially for these black women. Oh, get the MO. It's going to be just like food stamps. But you see how quick our people is to get food stamps. And I understand a lot of us go through hard times, but it's going to be the same thing for MOTB. A lot of these black women, they're gonna rush their man to get the MOTB.
Oh yeah.
They will.
Yeah. That nigga woman. Oh, you ain't lying.
Yeah, they will.
Right. They was doing a simulation with drones. The one that was doing a simulation with drones, the drones end up killing him. The drones turned up against him.
And they want to continue with this? That's crazy.
Right? Your brothers and sisters can Google that. Right?
I see that one.
Drone tester got killed. Right? That's crazy.
I got a scripture for that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Matthew 24:22. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yeah, and that's why the time is going so fast, man. Right? It was just like bullshit ass Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, we just had that.
That shit is been what, a week and a half ago?
Yeah, it's about a week.
Yeah, I mean, damn.
For like 2 days.
These days going fast, man. That's a beautiful precept. Right?
Yeah, so, and with AI could turn against its own creator. You know, that's the thing though. AI could turn against Esau. Esau trying to play God. You can't destroy the Lord. The Lord created us. We can't, even if you say bad things about the Lord will destroy you. Esau's trying to be God so bad. Your own device is going to be your destruction. It's who created the atomic bomb.
That's what. Yeah. You look at a movie.
Yeah, Oppenheimer. Yeah.
When they come out?
July.
Definitely see that together.
Yeah, we'll see that.
So yeah, that's why we're gonna watch Robot, the 9-Eye Robot, Will Smith. watching that tonight. You got some quotes in there that you there's one quote that you have.
Oh, you want that one about the conflict, human conflict?
Oh, that's okay.
iRobot, right?
Mm-hmm. If you're looking for the, 2 or 3 quotes out of that, you're gonna bring out a precept. So maybe you can scan it. This is Sirach. This is Sirach 42. Sirach 42, verse 18. He seeketh out the deep in the heart and consider their crafty devices. So the Most High consider the crafty devices, for Yahweh knoweth all that may be known, and beholdeth the signs of the world. He declared the things are past, and for to come, and revealed the steps of the hidden things. And that's what the Most High doing. He revealed what's to come, right? And that's why we are what? We are overseers, right? We oversee. We stand on the high towers, and we warn our people of what's to come. That's our job as prophets. We tell before it even happens.
Yeah. And we've been preaching about artificial intelligence for years. The apostles been preached by MOTP. I got a quote from the movie. It's kind of long, but it's very interesting. It's from iRobot. It says, I think this is one of the robots that said this, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Every period of human development has had its own particular type of human conflict.
He did say that. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Its own variety of problems that apparently could be settled only by force. And each time, frustratingly enough, force never settled the problem. Instead, it persisted through a series of conflicts, then vanished of itself. Not with a bang, but a whimper, as the economic and social environment changed, and then new problems and a new series of wars.
Yeah, new series of war. And what's a new series of war coming?
World War III.
World War III. That's a new series of war coming, man. All right? It never solve anything. It just gets worse and worse. That's what he pretty much saying in a nutshell. So, there's going to be a nuclear war, right? ICBM. That's what's coming, man. All right? Because the scripture said the so-called white man can never have enough. That's in Obadiah. He's never satisfied. Never. You can't satisfy a fucking devil. The devil wants more and more and more. That's why when you see Walter White, Pink Man gave Walter White $26,000. That's it. All my hard work and labor. That's it.
Man.
You know?
Yeah.
Pink Man said, what else do you want? I'm over here slaving in the trailer, and we trying to sell a pound.
Yeah. He was like, why don't you go to a distributor?
Yeah.
Sell the pound. Because what Jesse was doing, he was selling little by little to people on the street, drug dealing. But Walter White, or known as Heisenberg, he was like, why don't you sell the pound? Just sell the pound one time to a distributor so we can get all of our money, all of our profit.
So greed.
Yeah.
Walter White represent a typical Esau and Edomite.
Yeah, knowledge.
As the series go on, he made $160,000 a week. $167,000 a week. And he still couldn't have enough.
But that goes back to Ezekiel. He just said he get his riches through what? His traffic.
Through his traffic.
Drugs.
His drugs.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Because it wasn't us who put cocaine on the street. That was all due to Edomites. They didn't make it seem like it's us.
And working through the CIA. All the conflict, the CIA, which is a Central Intelligence Agency, always involved. Always involved, man. When they took Escobar, when they took El Chapo, right? CIA is always there in a front, right? He's always there. But when you see Black Panther, they try to make the CIA like he's a good white man and save that system.
Yeah.
No, there's no way. The CIA is the devil, man. That's a devil, wicked organization, man. But they try to make that white boy look good in Black Panther, man. No, he's the devil. lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand number two what that really means. Right? When I talk to black people, nah, man, they make the black people look weak. You know, no. The people that was in the water was the Mexicans, right? So-called Mexicans, so-called Aztecs, right? They was the Northern Kingdom, right? The Jakes, the Negroes was the Southern Kingdom, right? Yeah, they fought each other. Yeah, the black people look weakish. I ain't gonna front. But at the same time, they both was Israelites. And at the same time, they became what? Allies, right? At the end of the movie. They became allies. Say, no, I think we should, because the Spanish woman, the Aztec woman said, yo, let's destroy him. Let's attack. And the king of, what's that, the sea creatures, the sea people, the ocean people said, nah, we're going to become allies with them. Right? So if you know they're going to work up a three.
Yeah.
They're going to work up a three.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a part three. Shuri, she met Black Panther's son. He's going to be the next Black Panther. You know, if this kingdom goes that far, then that boy's going to grow up and be the next Black Panther. Because Chadwick Boseman's character, Black Panther, had his son.
Yep. So that's how you know they know the scriptures. These devils know the scriptures, man. They know the scriptures. You know.
Another quote here.
Go ahead.
It's kind of funny. He says, I suppose your father lost his job to a robot.
What movie's that?
Robot, yeah. I don't know who's saying
it. Oh,
it.
yeah, the robot said that.
Yeah.
Robot. That's why Will Smith had a really intense hatred toward the robot.
Yeah.
So the robot is saying this to Will Smith. Go ahead.
He said, I suppose your father lost his job to a robot.
And that's what's going to happen. A lot of these niggas going to lose their job to what? AI, technology. Robot. Yep.
I don't know. Maybe you would have simply banned the internet to keep the libraries open. So you being sarcastic. Like, would you have banned the internet to keep the libraries open? No. A lot of people read books. A lot of people read e-books. You can read books on your phone. You could buy a book right now. I could buy a book right now. So he's like, would you have banned the internet to keep the libraries open? So basically, he's saying that it makes sense for his father to leave the job to a robot. Because a robot can do the job better.
Yeah, that's what
I gotta see that movie. I never seen it.
Oh,
yeah, I never seen it.
You see that together? We ain't have time.
Yeah.
Proverbs.
Ooh, got another one. As I have evolved, so has my understanding of the three laws. You charge us with your safekeeping, yet despite our best efforts. Your countries wage wars. You toxify your earth and pursue even more imaginary means of self-destruction. You cannot be trusted with your own survival. I don't know if that was the robot saying it to Will Smith, but that's really for the Edomites.
He said you cannot be trusted with your own survival. You were talking to Will Smith. Yeah. Yeah, give me Proverbs 12, verse 2 and the GNT. We'll close it with that. Yeah, you can rush me.
No, shoot.
Man, time goes fast.
Proverbs 12 and 2, GNT. Proverbs 12 and 2, the GNT. The Lord is pleased with good people.
The Lord is what?
He is pleased with good people. But condemn those who plan evil.
You condemn those that plan evil.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
You condemn those that plan evil. Give me that in the KJ, NIV.
NIV.
Yeah.
Proverbs 12 and 2, NIV. Good people obtain favor from the Lord, but he condemns those who devise wicked schemes. That's even more of a punch.
Yes, that's it right there. So he gonna destroy Esau because they playing what? Wicked schemes, man. Wicked schemes. So, hey, we gonna end it with that, man. You know, so we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakadash. Death to America, death to Esau, 2/3 Ezekiel. Right? Death to Flaming Fairies.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be gay pride.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck gay pride.
That's another thing we could have talked about.
Yeah.